Here we are again, folks. It's been such a pleasure. This is the Great Domination SimCity 2013. This is indeed where we left off last time, and let's see how far we can take this in the very minuscule time that we have. So I'm thinking of doing right here is, if it'll let me, no I can't. What I can do is that. And I will zone that to be residential. There you go. Let's kick that up to cheetah speed. And what we will do is we'll make people happy by dropping what I like to do is put the skate park on the corner. So immediately some of the houses around it, regardless of where I put it, but immediately some of the houses around it actually go up in density. Let's drop another park right there. That'll cover that corner of the neighborhood. Right. This might end up causing some issues down the road, having residents right on the main drag here. Because for them to go back this way towards Town Hall, towards the bottom of the screen, they have to go first all the way to the top of the screen and do a U-turn and come back. Well, if they're in this section of the road, they can just come to this intersection and take a left U-turn. But, yeah, see? That's exactly what I'm talking about. So that might cause some traffic issues later, but we'll see what happens. Oh, I forgot I actually put a basketball court there. Wow. Yeah, look at that. It's an ice cream shop. Or an ice cream shop. Yeah. Corny, I know. So, we'll replicate this, or attempt to replicate this as closely as possible. After I see what's happening here. Oh. Ooh. Okay. Have can fix. Don't worry. 20,000. So we're gonna put another medical center right here. So that'll cover this area and a little bit of overlap from this. So now what we'll do is I'm not going to use that kind of road. And let's wait, did those bow inward? Yeah. Well, at least that last road does. Hey, well, it'll be fine. Okay. So, at this... I thought I built a garbage dump. Did I? Didn't I? I swear to God, I built a garbage dump. Oh. I believe that was right. No? I don't remember if I built a garbage dump or not. Or at least I don't seem to see one. This was a mistake at the beginning. So because this isn't doing much of anything, we'll actually turn that off. We will build ourselves a garbage dump. And we'll let that deal with itself. Let's build some more road out to the edge there. When we get more money, we'll actually throw down an incinerator. But what I can do is throw down another land plot thingy for the dump. Dumping zone, there we go. Yeah, I couldn't think of what it was called. And I'm just gonna go through this area. And there we go. Okay, those roads are upgraded. Do I have a spot that is not zoned? Oh. It's too small. I think that actually build. That I need to fix, and fix quickly. Alright, the next thing we need to focus on is the fire problem. Oh, okay. Not as bad as I thought it was going to be. So let's do some demolition, shall we? Oops. Didn't mean to force you to move out, but alright. I was actually expecting that to be more buildings, surprisingly enough. Alright, so sorry about that, folks. I had a little bit of a interruption there, but I'm back, just not live with the game, so this was the second half of this is done in post. So, yeah, fun times. Before I go any further with commentating this game, I feel the need to warn you guys that Grand Theft Auto, that series, is going on hold for a little bit while I try and figure out exactly what I have the right to do and not, apparently, because I'm a little confused as to whether I can record Grand Theft Auto or not. I've been trying to get in contact with Rockstar Games to figure this problem out, but suffice it to say they have not been very responsive. So I do apologize for that. Grand Theft Auto will return very shortly. Until then, let's continue this video, shall we? And if you guys want me to, I will start a multiplayer Sims multiplayer region for you guys to join, and I might even invite a couple friends to participate during the production of the video. If you want that, leave a comment on this video, okay? So, here I'm actually placing another wind turbine just to be on the safe side in case I run out of power. It's always good to be in excess of power as your city grows, so that way you have room to play and you're not panicking when the time comes to upgrade stuff. And I recently went through and upgraded all the roads in this area to allow for more traffic and denser industry buildings. Now I'm going through and figuring out where to place a police station and then realize, oh, I don't have the money to do such. So that will come shortly. And I'm going through, and if you remember when we first started, I created this sort of rounded dome area at the very entrance, at the atrix of which is the town hall, or soon to be city hall. Then I realized I actually need to change this out for a medium density avenue. And I realized, oh, there's a little stub of road still left there. So I destroy that and rebuild the avenue. From this point on, and in the next video, what I'm going to do is I'm going to clean up the rest of this avenue, because what I want to avoid is having residents directly on the avenue. Because let's say they're towards the bottom of the screen and they're on the left-hand side of the avenue. For them to go all the way back to the exit of the city, they have to go down towards the bottom of the screen and do a U-turn and come back. So I'd rather have them on a street and not an avenue to avoid that issue, as well as that would actually potentially alleviate some of the potential traffic problems before they even happen. Here I'm continuing the dome-esque pattern with, I believe, medium density streets. And I realized that, I realized afterwards that these are sort of off-center, if you will. This one I'm sort of fiddling with, trying to figure out what I want to do with it. And I knocked the camera out 2 notches, and that seems to work. And I realize, oh, there's a bit of road there. So I just demolished that and rezoned that area to clean that up. I quickly realized, oh, I just went back on my rule with the whole building on the avenue thing, so I quickly dezoned that area and demolish everyone in that zone. And I just realized I missed a bit of zoning to the left there. I'll fix that in the next video. Unless I catch it right now. No. Okay, so I didn't catch it then. I will fix that in the next video. Now I'm just going to build some connecting roads so the traffic flow shouldn't be as bad, even though it wasn't that bad to begin with. And this will allow for more land to be used, and I actually put some commercial zoning on those roads, so there's more shops. Oops. And oh, I'm still using the curve tool. Yeah. No, no, no. That could work, although it'd be kind of weird. I might end up using the circle tool a little later on, or rather oval tool. Oval tool. Gandhi, I can't speak. There we go. And now, later on, I've realized in this area there's a lack of healthcare. So I end up actually building a hospital for this area. There we go. I actually did end up dezoning that area. Now you'll notice that the right-hand side of the screen, lower right-hand side of the screen, it's not too dense right now, but as we get further on, those buildings actually do become more dense, and this is where our town hall gets upgraded to a city hall, and I build the Department of Finance. Yes, because I want those bigger loans. Or, yeah. Loans, grants, whatever you want to call them. Bonds, there we go. Now there's a little bit of road that's annoying me to the top right hand corner. Oh, and I built a grade school in this area. Threw that down and threw a grade school. Threw a, I think I threw a bus garage down? Yes, I did. And I don't understand why. I haven't been able to figure this out, but I've heard from other YouTubers, Quill18 being one of them, that when you place bus stops, whether it's the grade school, and I might have been interpreting this wrong, but whether it's the grade school or the standard bus system, like the shuttle buses and that stuff, staggering the bus stops where you have one on one side of the road and then further down you have it on the opposite side and going back and forth like that seems to help the traffic. That makes sense, I guess. And now I'm just going through and trying to make everything as green as possible. You'll notice that when I go through later on with the shuttle bus stops, I actually try to go perpendicular streets from the grade school buses. There's no reasoning behind that. I just do that for whatever bizarre reason. I believe there's one exception where I don't follow that rule. And that rule is typically, yeah, right there. Right there near the firehouse. And that's just in that area alone. I don't usually follow that rule beyond that area. For a non-standard city, when I say standard city, I mean, I'm talking like New York style city, grid. This actually seems to be working somewhat nicely with the fact that I have 16,000 residents now. And I think it's time for an upgrade on the town hall. It might be. You know, it's 5,000, 15,000, 30,000. Is it 30,000? Yeah. Alright. And I mayor's house next to the city hall. That's totally not a power play at all. And the bus terminal I stick somewhere. Right there. Shuttle bus terminal. The next video, I'll go through and put some, I put some bus stops down, but I think I might end up replacing those with park and rides. The park and rides will actually work as a bus stop. And outside of this video, I was working on my other city that I started playing before I started doing the video series. I went and bought the, or didn't buy, but I redeemed the whole Nissan Leaf thing. So I have that, and that'll end up appearing somewhere in the city. Don't know where just yet, but we'll see what happens with that. Now I'm just randomly placing roads. Alright. What am I doing now? I'm back at the bus terminal thing. Placing bus stops for the actual shuttle bus terminal thingy. The whole idea behind that main avenue is to allow people to get from one end of town to the other. So the less traffic I can have on that main avenue, the better. Granted, there still will be traffic, but with the fact that there's one entrance and exit to the city, it sort of helps. And I place a bus stop way up here. And there we go. Everything's pretty much green. These guys want to throw a block party. And this is that collect 250 cans of garbage mission, and you have 24 hours to do that. I end up managing to do that, I think, before the end of this video. I end up throwing down another shuttle bus garage. And there's the other upgrade for the town hall. We will deal with the actual building of the upgrade in the next video. Yeah, and I realize this whole section is bad when it comes to sickness. That hospital could have been placed slightly better. Let's place a couple parks, and houses immediately go up in density and land value. There we go. And here we go. This is the other half of the city where we've actually got people building along the avenue, which I don't particularly like, which we'll end up fixing in the next video, which that will end up hurting us, but we will, yeah. What I'll do is I'll zone that area, let those guys stay there for now, and I'll build up more residential. And then as we get more residents in, I'll just demolish that whole area. Now I'm just going through and upgrading all the roads. I don't think there's much more that I do that's that prevalent. Oh, yep, there's that mission that I finished, the 250 cans of garbage from the block party. Now, there's a hospital over in that area on one road, and you'll realize that it's at the opposite side from the cul-de-sac, left-hand side of the screen. I actually put a, oh, I think I do that right now. I put a ambulance garage on that road. Patient rooms, and I end up putting an ambulance garage right there. There we go. So with that, until next time, good gaming.